Hey you guys, so this is part two of spiritual awakening. And these are pretty much like the signs and symptoms that you would get or you would notice if you are becoming spiritually awakened. And I'll share some of my signs and symptoms that I had that pretty much kind of led me to the knowing or wondering, what was going on, if I was crazy or not. And, what was really happening as my days and months and weeks progressed. So one of the things or one of the major signs is life altering events, changes in your life that are really drastic, like switching from one job to another because your current job doesn't fulfill you anymore. um, you know, changing, life careers itself, going back to school, doing something that is very impactful in your life, not doing the same things or being with the same people. Those are things that are, major life turning, life altering events. So those are one of the main things. Like, you wake up one day and you just like want to switch your whole life up. Like, this is not what's meant to be, this is not how you're going to want to live your life or how you want to live your life. So pretty much it's something that's life altering. It's something that is gonna, change your future. Um, also, another sign and symptom that I had that, sometimes I still have, and it does progressively get better, but it's changes in your sleep pattern. So you've noticed that, before you used to be able to sleep sound really and peaceful, throughout your whole night. You know what I mean? And, not be disturbed, not be awakened or anything of that nature. Now, all of a sudden, you'll go to sleep and then you'll wake up, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and can't go back to sleep or go to sleep, an hour or two later and then wake back up again. And then, the cycle repeats itself. Or, you're finding yourself not being able to fall asleep and actually going to sleep in the morning hours, and then feeling like you're completely drained because you felt like you know you there was just so much going on in your head that you just was just pretty much lost in thought. And that's just pretty much what it is. It's just an abundant, you know overflow of knowledge that's being pretty much dusted off and brought back within yourself. It's pretty much like, someone opening the file cabinets of your life and of your knowings and what, you know, your life purpose is, or, what makes you truly happy, that makes you radiate, the best being or best version of yourself. So it's just like an inflow of consistent knowledge, consistent wisdom, consistent um, reflections of yourself and what needs work what needs work in order for you to be able to, progress in the next steps of your life, to, remove a blockage so you can allow something to come back to you. So, I mean, for example, if you're having issues with love and, you seeming to not have that luck, in finding love, or you've been in numerous relationships and things don't work out, and you're like, why? Everybody else, like, come on, really? Why can't I just be happy? And it's just because you're not being open, or having the law of attraction, which is another video I'll do. It's a really interesting topic, but not to ramble off, but whatever you put out or whatever you want in return, you have to give out. So if you want more love, for yourself, you have to give out more love, be more loving, be more kind, be more compassionate. If you need more time in your life, to manage things, start volunteering a little bit more, giving charitable help that's going to help people, in times of need, or in time of, wishing that they had, that community, base, that foundation, that support system that everybody requires, that everybody needs, that everybody yearns for, because nobody likes feeling like they're alone in life. Every That's why people are in relationships. That's why you look for your soulmate. That's why you get married, to spend your life with someone, because you're not meant to be alone. You know what I mean? You have your twin flame, your soulmate, and there's difference in between, soulmates and twin flames. But it's another topic and subject. But it it is letting go of your fears, and sometimes you may not even think it's a fear, but it is, because it closes you off to other things that you're, able to receive, but, are not allowing it, or, allowing that flow to come back to you. So, it's being able to, understand your mind and understand how that works. And that's why your patterns in sleep changes, because you're starting to grasp an inner knowledge within yourself, learning how to in tune within your own intuition, within your own self, to listen to the guidance and not think that, you're going crazy, or, that's just something that's playing in your head and it's not making sense because it's really not doable, or it's not happening, or anything like that. You know what I mean? So it gets better. And, it's like they say, I'm going to look at my notes because I kind of have my own version, but there are certain things that I kind of miss and I don't want to miss. Um, Pretty much, when your sleep pattern changes. So let's say you're sleeping and you're consistently getting up and then going back to sleep and getting up. It's pretty much because your body is shifting and purging. So when you wake up, it's like you're getting a break from the changes and the transitions and everything in that nature that you're going in through life. Oh, my fridge went off and scared me. It made a knock. Ice was making. Oh my God. But yes. So it's like when your body is asleep, you're in transition. You're in tune with your own unconscious self, which is the higher self. So, you're consistently shifting in gears and shifting in realms and shifting in knowledge and shifting in knowing that, you're purging all of these negative things and things that are no longer beneficial for yourself, or, of need in your life, and allowing, the new and the great and the goodness of, you know, what we are entitled to, in our life. We were not meant to be miserable. We're not meant to be, you know, lived in a routine of scarcity, or not being abundant in, or not being completely joyful in things that you do within your daily routines or life. So it's just the shifting and the purging of you aligning with a more conscious self, a higher self knowledge and awareness of, you know, where you stand within yourself. Where do you stand as a being in this world? And, what are you here for? What do you want to give out that this world is lacking, pretty much? Um, Another thing is, as well as, the change in sleep patterns, you tend to have more vivid dreams. Your dreams become more intense. You remember them more clearer. You feel it. It feels like you were physically there. And it's because sometimes you're awakening, you're astral projecting and seeing, the truth, and, what is, and, the believing and the letting go and the receiving. So, it's just a whole transformational ball. And it's just like, God and our angels are here, and, and this is us, this being, this energy, soulful, loving being. And, that's who we are and entitled to. And it's like he's dusting us off and, picking off the old stuff, like, that doesn't belong in there anymore, it served its purpose. And you know what? This has been too much. We need to remove this. But everything happens in divine timing. That's why it's an evolving state. This is why we are never the same. We don't do the same things that we did yesterday, as well as we don't do the same things, you know, 5 years from now that we did today. It is a learning process. It is a proceeding, and it's a progressing ladder that we live in. And every day is a new day to learn newfound knowledge of, you know, everything there is to be in this world. So, you start seeing and, getting intuitions, and pretty much within your dreams. Your dreams are pretty much a vision that, your higher self and God, the creator, our God, you know, gives to us. And, it is our choice to, take that deeply within and try to, decipher that, or just let it go as a thought that, we thought was irrelevant. And we just blew it away like a little dandelion, in the spring when it blossoms, and let it go, you know? sometimes it's great to, let go and let God take care of things, but um, you just have to know what you need to let go and let God take care of. Another thing is, you can, like what I had this a lot and I still do, but that's just because I am more in tune with myself, with my intuition, with my inner guidance, with my guidance of my angels and God. You know, He answers your prayers. He helps you, throughout your daily lives. They just can't live our life for us. We have our own free will to choose, what we believe or what we perceive that, what it is to be right and wrong. And, sometimes our inner knowing, our inner ego knows that it's not right to do, but we still do it. So it is a connection and an alignment of, between you and our source, our God, our creator, being one with God and living that humble lifestyle, living that gratitude, that gratefulness and contentment of what all that is giving already, and not feeling the need to worry so much about the material things in this world. And know that the natural and beautiful things of our being, of our nature, of what we are in a whole is enough to create abundance that we don't even know what to do with, because it is in complete alignment with our soul, with our being, with what God put us on this world to do, to spread a message, to bring light to others, to heal others. There's many different aspects, many different avenues on why, you know, you are spiritually awakened. We have a purpose, we have a life, and people wake up in their own time, but it's because divine timing works so miraculously and so wonderfully that that's why our world is, it's a unknown wonder that seems to amaze us continuously as our days go by. So I kept consistently hearing guidance and, wisdom and new profound knowledge, that some things that I didn't even think I knew about, or, thought to ponder on, but I did. And, it opened doors to other things that led more information, being more, eclectic and, wanting to know an abundant amount of information of everything that is possible, or anything that resonates within yourself, within your soul, within your heart, that you feel is, it's something that means something to you, with conviction. And that's what resonating is. It's, believing with full conviction what, you know, is in front of you, or what, you are sought out to do, or, are saying is true, and it's true within your heart. And it is like law, like law of what is right and what is wrong, like your morals itself. So those are some signs and symptoms of what, spiritual awakening is. You start to notice a lot of things, and you start changing, and it's for the better. Also, you start noticing you radiate, and you're glowing, and you feel like time has reversed, and you just, God just gives you that inner peace, that inner beauty, that inner radiation of love, and all that is that, it just glows through you. So there's much, 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 much more to come. Law of attraction will be a next video to understand it and how to make it more um, of a attainment within your life, and your daily livings, and knowing how the law of attraction works on our daily lives, our daily choices, and what we do, and how we define ourselves as a person. So I want to send lots of light and love to everybody who is watching this video. I hope you gained something from it. I hope, something within this message, really touched you in your, within your heart, and, made you want to become more aware of yourself, and what you're here for, and what you're meant to do, and what truly makes you happy. That will be the key to your ultimate and greatest success. So, wealth, abundance of everything, everything in this world. So I love you guys all so very, very much. Please continue to watch. There will be so much more to, share with you guys, experiences, information, knowledge, and just, that light in becoming the illuminator for those who just need that spark, that is missing. So stay tuned. I have all these bracelets that I have been making. So I will be posting them up. My website will be getting done soon. So I'll be posting that as well. So love you guys. Love you guys so, so, so much. Happy day. Happy week. Be careful out there. And I send complete blessings for the rest of this week. And I will be back with the law of attraction. Stay tuned, you guys. Peace.